everyone, welcome back to my kitchen. My name is Mindy Banks. I'm the Flip Flop Chef. Today I'm going to show you how to make perfect scrambled eggs every single time. We're going to use Pampered Chef's 8.5 inch non-stick stainless skillet. This does come with a glass lid, but I'm not going to need the lid today. So we're going to use that to make our eggs. I'm going to blend them first using Pampered Chef's Immersion Blender. So I hope you guys will subscribe to my channel while you're here. Click the subscribe button and hit the bell so that you know that you're going to get notified anytime I share new videos. And if you're new here, also go to theflipflopchef.com, click on the button at the top so you can join my recipe community. I have thousands of recipes there as well as a weekly giveaway. So let's go ahead and get started. My eggs are super simple and I like my eggs scrambled soft or scrambled light, however you decide that you want to call it. I know different places call it different things, different parts of the country call it different things, probably different parts of the world. So I like my eggs scrambled soft, but if you like them harder, you can cook them a little bit longer than I'm going to show you today. We're going to use Pampered Chef's Immersion Blender, which is part of the Flex Plus system, and this is the container for the Immersion Blender. I'm going to add a couple of eggs here, and I'm also going to add salt and pepper and some half and half. So we'll do 2 eggs, put those right in this container, and then we're going to add salt and pepper and a little bit of half and half. So I'm using our salt and pepper grinders. If you see products in this video or any of my videos that you're interested in, I am a consultant with a Pampered Chef and I'd love the opportunity to earn your business. So let me know if I can help you with any of those. We're going to add just a splash of half and half. You could use heavy cream, you could use regular milk, or you could leave it out. It's totally up to you. If you want to have your eggs ready to go in the morning and prepare them the night before, you can get all of this ready to go, put it in this container and put the lid on it and store it right in the refrigerator. So what we're going to do, we're going to put our immersion blender together. So you have 3 pieces. So this is the immersion blender, this is the power stick, and then we have our battery. And our Flex Plus does come with 2 batteries. So you set those eggs aside, and you also get a battery charger. Pop this together, there's a little safety switch on the back. You're going to press that, place this inside, increase the speed to what you want. I like to use a high speed. Doesn't take long at all, just a few seconds. Alright, blend that together. Now, if you like, you can add other seasonings other than just salt and pepper. So a couple of suggestions I want to make for you guys. If you like to season up your eggs, you could add in, oops, I'm about to knock that over, my fingers got tangled in there. If you want to add in some seasonings, so many of Pampered Chef seasonings would be great in scrambled eggs, but I have 2 suggestions for you, the 3 onion and our Greek rub. And if you're not familiar with our seasonings yet, they are all gluten-free and they're kosher. So these are great for everyone. So let's go ahead, set our eggs aside, and let's get our pan heated up. So I do have an induction cooktop here, and so it's going to heat up pretty quickly. We're going to just turn this on. I'm going to start on low just a second, and then I'm going to add some butter. I do recommend cooking with butter. Now, you can increase the heat a little bit to get the butter to melt. The key is you don't want to continue to cook on a really, really high heat when you are making eggs. If you cook eggs on a really high temperature, they're going to burn and they're going to stick even to the very, very best cookware, which is what we're using today. So I love this cookware because it's stainless, but it also has a non-stick coating on the inside, and on top of that is a stainless mesh grid. So that means if you're cooking meats, you're able to sear the meat without it sticking to the pan. So we're just going to melt this butter, and I forget that I can't pick this up because it's induction, so I will swirl that around. Now, you could use a couple of things. You could use a silicone spatula, or you could use this kind of silicone spatula. So this is a turner that's coming soon to Pampered Chef. I've been able to kind of test this out for a little while. So our butter is nice and melted. I'm going to turn the heat down to low, and I'm going to add in my egg mixture. So when you have a hot pan, those eggs are going to start cooking right away. Now, a portable burner and your stovetop, they're going to cook differently. So you kind of have to, I have to learn on both since I usually cook over there. But the key to making the best scrambled eggs, in my opinion, is to just keep those eggs moving. So I'm going to zoom in, let you guys get a closer look here. So you just kind of want to drag, and I really like this spatula because I can kind of scrape the bottoms, scrape the sides of the pan, and get those eggs moving. If you wanted to increase the heat to cook these a little bit faster, you could, but you really need to monitor the temperature for your eggs because you don't want them to overcook. So you could just keep stirring. We'll turn it up just a little bit. I have low, medium, and high on this. So on my stovetop, I have a lot more options. I can just turn it up just a tiny bit but with this one, I'm limited to my heat options. All right, so you can see that the eggs are starting to cook here. And this is where you want to make sure you're careful. If you like your eggs soft scrambled like I do, you want to make sure you turn that heat back down a little bit, because these eggs are going to keep cooking even after you turn the pan completely off. So I like to turn the pan off completely right before these eggs are where I want them to be. So I'm just going to keep cooking these a little bit longer. I would want to turn this up just a little bit more if I was cooking this on my stove top. So a little bit higher than low, but a little less than medium, because I don't want to overcook them. And this cookware is so easy to clean. You can put it in the dishwasher if you want, but it's so easy to clean by hand as well. Just rinse it out with soapy water. And this is also oven safe, and you can use metal utensils. I'm going to turn this heat back up just briefly. Induction heats up really quickly, so I can give myself a little bit of heat and then turn it back down just to speed up the process. I don't ever recommend using a high heat when you're cooking eggs. So you see, I just turned it up just long enough to help that process go a little bit quicker. But what you'll notice is I don't really have any sticking in the pan, and my eggs are looking great. So at this point, if you like runny eggs, this is where you would take them out. I want them just a little bit more well done than this, but not a lot. And so if you notice, my entire time that I'm cooking, I am moving these eggs, and it's going to be easy to burn if you cook on a temperature too high. It's also easy to burn or easy to stick if you don't put the right type of oil or butter in here. I recommend butter over oil when you're doing eggs, but again, personal preference, just don't go too light on those. So this is how you make the most perfect scrambled eggs. I'm gonna turn it up just maybe 5 seconds just to take a little bit more of that runny out. Like I said, on the stove top, I would do something between low and medium. But on mine, you'll see it goes from 100 degrees to 284, so it almost triples that temperature. But this is how I like my eggs. So depending on how you like your eggs, you can cook them longer or cook them a little bit less time. I'm gonna go ahead and turn this off because, like I said, this is going to continue to cook for just a few seconds after it's off the heat. But you'll notice here that nothing is sticking to the pan. It's gonna be very, very easy to clean. And now I'm ready to eat these eggs. So if you have any questions about how to make the perfect scrambled eggs, just let me know. Don't forget to subscribe while you're here and go to theflipflopchef.com. Click on the button at the top to join my recipe community, and I look forward to seeing you next time. Take care.